Hello there guys, and welcome back to the Forza Horizon 5 video on my channel. So it's just a quick one today, very short one, and it's just on topic with some of the things I've been doing this week on the channel. So you may have seen on Thursday I uploaded the usual guide for the festival playlist. So obviously this week it was series 10 of summer. I'll just show you in here. So I uploaded a guide on everything in this week's festival playlist. That kind of failed because YouTube didn't want to process it properly, and I had to re-upload it on Friday morning. So apologies to all the people that commented and watched the original one, but the new one has actually had more views, which is very good. So thank you to all the people that have watched that. And then later on Friday, I streamed the opening few hours of the Hot Wheels expansion, which you may notice is where I am located now. So I streamed the majority of the B and A class, so we completed them, and then we started the S1 class rank. Now, I said I was going to leave it until the next stream to complete the rest, S1, S2 and X class. However, I wanted to unlock S2 class so that I had access to the Hot Wheels challenges in the festival playlist, which you can see here. And that's essentially what we're going to be doing in this video. So I just wanted to quickly go over these Hot Wheels challenges. In coming weeks these will be included within the main video that I upload on a Thursday, unless it's bugged and I have to re-upload it on a Friday. So I'll include them in them videos in the future, but I just wanted to include them now, seems though I missed them out this week. So we've got a speed zone as a seasonal PR stunt, and we've got a seasonal championship slip and slide. So I'm going to quickly go through these. I'm going to give you a quick tune for each of them, and then a bit of gameplay of me completing them, just so you can kind of see what's going on with these. You will only have access to these if you own the Hot Wheels expansion. However, the developers did confirm that if you do not own the Hot Wheels expansion, it will still appear gold in your series history, like my series 8 if you go for 100%. So if you complete all the other challenges in the festival playlist, it will still mark it gold, even though you haven't completed the Hot Wheels challenges if you do not own the Hot Wheels expansion. Just a little bit of a confirmation there for you. Just another little confirmation as well. Obviously I have now completed the S1 class challenges for the Hot Wheels Academy in the Hot Wheels expansion. As you can see, I'm on 99%. The only two challenges I haven't completed are these two mini missions here, which I'll probably complete in my own time. So unfortunately, when I do the next stream, I'll only be completing the whole of the Elite rank and the Legend rank to complete the Hot Wheels Academy on the expansion, and then we might have time to fill in some gaps on the Rookie and the Pro rank whilst we're at it. So that'll be the plan for the next stream. It'll probably be a similar length because it took us about 2.5 hours to complete the Rookie and the Pro, and then we got about 25% into the Expert rank. So if you do the maths, it's probably going to be about the same, considering that there's more challenges as you work your way up through the Academy. So it will just save us a bit more time when we do that, and it means that in future weeks I'll be able to include the Hot Wheels challenges in the festival playlist in my festival playlist videos. Okay then, so for those of you that do own the Hot Wheels expansion and you want to see how to complete these seasonal challenges if you haven't already done them, the first one is called the Treetops Speed Zone. It will get you 2 points towards the festival playlist and also a Super Wheel Spin reward. It requires A class anything goes, and it's a speed trap right at the top of the map in the forest area here. Did I just call it a speed trap? I meant speed zone. My PB is actually in an A class car, 195.8 miles an hour, so I'm going to be using the same car that I used to get that PB the other day. I'm probably not going to get anywhere near my PB because I'm not going to go as try hard as I did the other day. However, for the seasonal objective we need 156 miles an hour in any A class car. You're going to want to start around where this jiggity jaggedy track is. If you don't know what that jiggity jaggedy track is, it's basically tracks that have exits so that you can get into the open floor of the forest or wherever the biome is. You'll see them dotted around the map quite frequently. So we're going to be starting there. We get a massive run up, and then you basically rely on the camber of the Hot Wheels tracks to get you round the corner. Despite my tune on the car that I'm going to be using, being on drag tyres, with the camber of the Hot Wheels tracks, you're able to get round very nicely. So I'm going to hop in that car now, and I'm going to go and show you a bit of gameplay of me completing it, and I'll give you a bit of info regarding the tune. And this is the point in the video where Shylo realises that he's messed up. As you can see, that the car I was planning on using is actually near the top of S1 class, S1 888. Maybe I need to engage my brain and realise that this is actually an S1 class car. So if you give me a second, I'm going to go ahead and find a different car, because I'm a bit of an idiot. Okay then, so I do actually have an A-class tune for the 2018 BMW M5 with 650 horsepower. However, it's very heavy, and it's not really very suited because it was literally the first tune I made in this game, so I was still getting used to how the tuning system worked, so it's not really very good. So I've gone ahead and picked another very similar car, but with less horsepower, but it's also much lighter and it's a much more optimised tune. So I've gone with the 2020 Audi RS3 sedan. Now the only issue with this one is it's only available for car pass owners. However, if you do not have car pass, I also have a very similar tune for the 2018 Audi RS4 that was available in the same month in Series 8 for Spring Festival Playlist for 20 points, so I did a video on that on my channel, unless that was one of the ones that I missed out, I can't remember. And then if you equally didn't unlock that, I have an auto show version, the 2013 Audi RS4, with around the similar horsepower, similar statistics. It's a bit heavier, but it's also on rally tyres and is available in the auto show for 83,000 credits. So 3 very similar builds, one in car pass, one a Festival Playlist exclusive, and one an auto show availability. So pick whichever one suits you, but I'm going to be using the Audi RS3 because it's probably the best out of the 3. So it's got 551 horsepower, it weighs exactly 1,600 kilograms. It's on rally tyres, but because it's quite light and it's quite aerodynamic, it's actually really quick down the straight, and that is essentially what we need for this one. So all we're going to do is we're going to absolutely floor it, and depending on how brave you are, that's how much speed you're going to be able to get out of this thing. So obviously it's not as fast as it could be because it's only A-class, but it is still very good, and I've set a time on the Tierra Prospera circuit if you want to go and beat that on the main map in Rivals. So essentially you do not need to shift down or brake around this corner, you just got to absolutely send it, and then try and get as close to the edge as possible without smacking into it, and then through here, close to the edge as possible, try not to touch it too much, and then through the finish line. So I beat that by 5.5 miles an hour. I could have done a lot better, but as you can see, even with a very small and quite underpowered car here, it's absolutely capable of completing the challenge. I would also like to note as well that obviously because to unlock these challenges you have to get to the S2 rank in the Horizon Academy, you're not going to have any issues with owning any of these cars or being able to drive them, because if you're allowed to drive S2 cars, then of course you're going to be able to use A-class cars for these challenges as well. So that is essentially, there should be no issue with it limiting you to be able to drive these. The only thing that you should be limited to be able to drive now is X-class cars, and for me I've only got one of them, and it's the Morsler, so I'm not really too fussed about that one because I'll just use it for the Goliath when we get to that point. So, the next one is the Seasonal Championship Slip and Slide. This will get you 5 points towards the Festival Playlist, and also another Super Wheel Spin. For this one you need anything that is in the Hot Wheels category from A-Class. And as you can see here, it is kind of speed circuits. I'm not really sure because I've never done one of these championships before. I don't know whether it's all going to be speed circuits or whether a bit of it's going to be hazard. I'm not too sure, but I presume it's going to be a speed circuit related kind of championship, meaning that you won't need anything that's capable of going off-road or dealing with like snow or anything like that. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Okay then, so quite a lot of these Hot Wheels cars will have been unlocked as you progress through the Hot Wheels expansion, but of course you're only able to use the ones that are A class or below. If they are below A class, you're going to have to tune them up to A class and nothing above. So that does mean that you're not able to use the 2Jet Z, and you are not able to use the Bad to the Blade, and you're not able to use the Hot Wheels Mustang. That is all I've got unlocked so far. However, you can use the Rip Rod, you can use the Twin Mill, and you can use the Hot Wheels Diora, and then if you upgrade it up to A class, you can use the Barhart Bone Shaker. Obviously you can use the normal Bone Shaker, but who really wants to do that, because it's just annoyingly OP, and it's no fun. It's literally no fun. Personally, I literally fell in love with the Diora when I used it on stream. It is such a cool car. The way it looks, the way it performs, and the way it drives in general is just really, really cool. So personally, I'm going to be using the Hot Wheels Diora to complete this. However, feel free to use any of the others and tune them up to the top of A class for the best performance possible. Obviously this is pre-tuned, so I do not have a tune shared for this one. However, I don't have any tunes for the others anyway. However, for the Audi RS3 that I used a second ago, or any of the other cars I mentioned, them tunes can be found under my gamertag Shylo 2017 on my Creative Hub. Okay then, so I'm not going to show gameplay of all of this seasonal championship, because then that would take about 10 to 15 minutes and I don't really want the video to be that long. However, as you can see, there are 3 races that I've got to go and complete. If you do this in co-op, it will fast travel you and your convoy members over to each race. If you're doing it solo, you have to drive or fast travel over there to each race and complete all 3 of them. So that's what I'll be doing. I'm not going to show gameplay of all of it, as you said. However, as I said. However, I will show a bit of like last 30 seconds of the last race, so you can see me completing it and unlocking the reward, and then it being completed in the festival playlist. Okay then guys, so hopefully I'm on the last lap of the last race of the championship. My game did crash at the start of the second race, so I'm not sure whether it's counted the first race or whether I'm going to have to do that again. All I can say is that these races are very, very long. 7 minutes for this one, 8.5 minutes for the last one, and the first one was about 6.5 minutes, so maybe I would have preferred it if there was 2 laps. That would have been a bit more sensible, but anyway, I think, yep, 60 points. We have taken the championship, a win in all 3 races. That is the seasonal championship completed, and hopefully we'll now get our rewards. There we go, super wheel spin, super wheel spin. Don't know why it needed to give me a description there, but sure. So that is the 2 seasonal challenges of this week's Summer of Series 10 Festival playlist. Starting from next week, well, this week technically, autumn, I will be including the Hot Wheels challenges in my festival playlist videos for those of you that have the Hot Wheels expansion and that want to have a look through them Hot Wheels challenges. I won't be showing gameplay of them like I've been doing in this video, because obviously they're on the expansion, but I thought just for the purpose of this video it would be cool if I included some gameplay, because it was a separate video. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that's helped you complete those Hot Wheels challenges, and I will see you on Thursday for the Autumn Festival playlist video. Bye!